I would have to edit. I would have to edit that in if as a recording. But for the sake of live, what is this? Radio? This is modern technology. It's not even radio anymore, right? Live internet. So welcome everyone to Live Internet. I guess we're still partners in crime, trying something new. You guys introduce yourselves.
Well, in the Northeast, I won't say exactly where right now. That's for a later show. This is Matt Adams here reporting. It's funny because we started the idea for this show, and I used to be called the Partners in Crime on Blog Talk Radio, but now I was thinking about calling this show the Bankrupt Donald Trump Show. We'll see how that goes. We have one more person here from the left coast.
Tony C here in SoCal.
Yeah, Tony C in SoCal.
You got me?
Yeah, we got you. And this is Don Q Citizen from the deep south, backwoods. The backwoods of...
Let me talk to you two right now for a sec. When you two talk, whoever one is the one talking goes into my main screen. Is that what happens when I'm talking? Like I go into your main screen?
Yeah.
You're in my main screen now. Yeah.
Right now? Okay.
Now, are you doing that, Don?
No. That's just automatic, man. That's a cool little feature.
Okay, so yeah, Don, you're enough. There you go.
So look, I don't know if you guys can see I'm pointing. I'm going to point. I'm going to see, can I point? Like Dan, right now, you see my computer screen? Can you see yourself? You're on YouTube Live. If you look at my computer screen, let me see.
I can see half your screen.
Oh, it's cut out. Okay. All right, no worries. No worries. Here, I was just trying to see if...
Oh, now you're moving it in the direction that shows me more of that screen.
Yeah. So let me put this on full screen. Let's see, can I make this bigger? And it shows that we are doing a live stream. Nope, can't make it bigger. Oh, well, but it's cool.
Okay.
All right, for the sake of time, Mr. Nat, go ahead and set us off on our topic today.
Okay, so I was inspired by this election cycle, the fact that we did have two debates, not one, but two, this past week. And we had two debates because there were so many candidates running for the Democratic nomination for president that they had to have two nights of debate. More than 20 candidates. And my topic tonight really touches a nerve for me because I know that there's a school of thought that says during this process, during this primary process, you should not expose the shortcomings of the candidates. All it does is give fodder for the other side, the Republican side, during the general election. So my question to the audience is, if now is not the time to vet a candidate, we can't vet a candidate now, we're just going to go toward who's electable. That's determined by who gets the most screen time. That isn't this already, set for us? Can we vet? How do we vet during this process? And are we kind of corralled into voting for one candidate over the others because of media influence?
All right, I'll start after that one.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's all about how you vet. Yes, vetting must take place. That is the absolute necessity for the primaries. That's why we have it. But how you vet is what's critical. And right now, the way they're vetting, I don't think is the right way to go. So, in my book, what you do is you say how yours is different, and you think yours is better, but you don't say the other one is wrong. That can't ever happen. That's crazy talk, stuff like that. When you start attacking people like that, then you get talking points for the Republicans. If you say, that's a great idea, Medicare for all, right? I say, for example, I'm taking a position, Medicare for all. When I have a position, I say, you know what? I think that's a good start. The great start towards Medicare for all. I want to aspire to something more than that. So it doesn't say the other guy is deficient in some way or the other plan is deficient in some way. It says that there are different approaches. One is you take the short term, the other is a long term approach. But you don't have to start calling people out, calling them names and saying there's something wrong. It's not about that because either plan is better than anything Republicans have ever offered or ever will. So why should you be putting people down rather than just building up everything above and beyond the Republicans?
Yeah.
So I'll challenge you though. I'll say this. The reason why we're seeing this kind of antagonistic behavior, the challenging of each other on the debate stage, is because there's been this idea thrown out there that whoever becomes the Democratic nominee has to be able to get into the gutter with Trump. Right? You can't have a milquetoast candidate on the Democratic side. You just want to be able to duke it out with Trump. So people are trying to practice, or at least show the public they can do that in the Democratic debates. Because if you can't prove that you can go toe-to-toe with a Democrat, you can't do it with Trump either. He's going to lead you down to the gutter. And there's some famous saying about, if you fight a pig, you got to get in the mud or something. I don't know. I'm running up. But if you get in the mud to fight a pig, you got to get dirty, right? So you can't get dirty and fight dirty. So they're trying to go that route.
Yeah, it's alarming to me, like what you just said, like the climate with Trump, and it's almost like we're in a new age. There's always been campaigns based on attacking other candidates, but it does seem like we're in a new era where we're being graceful and having class and maybe just running on the merits of your campaign. That's kind of, I don't even want to call it frowned upon. It's like it's like the new normal. We're living in a new normal situation. And then, like, as an individual voter, how do you sift through everything? Like, I think you were saying about vetting. So, if I'm from the Deep South and I don't know much about one of the candidates that's in Maryland, should I go online and try to do research, or do I wait and see what's on television and what the media presents to me in order to know about that candidate and what they stand for?
See, I think it's kind of dangerous to wait on someone to serve you information that you might want or need, because just consider me somewhat cynical, but I think that those who receive airtime, those who receive platitudes by the pundits on TV, those people who are spoken about in lofty terms are those who have been kind of pre-selected to be the leaders, pre-selected to be the front runners. Case in point, after the last two Democratic debates, it's been three basically, Tulsi Gabbard was the person who was most Googled, but her campaign ran into problems because they couldn't, it was shut down, or something wrong with the way that they had to receive people in it. Wherever the server was, shut them down.
Yeah.
They're suing Google at this point right now to combat that, so it won't happen the next time, because the last two times she's been the most moved person, but at the same time they can't get information on her or give her a campaign because Google shuts them down. Big Brother type can shut them down. Media can shut them down. So media, in a sense, kind of controls who we have access to and who gets, positive things said about the pre and post debate.
Yeah. So how do the candidates combat that?
That's a good question. I mean, one way is to sue Google, like Gabbard suing Google, right? But that's after the fact. After the fact, people could not get in touch with the campaign website or donate money because they were kind of shut down. I think it's problematic when you realize that so few entities control what we see and hear and how we access information, whether it's TV, the four major corporations that control all TV, or the few outlets that control most of the media, large media websites. We're in trouble when we rely on those corporations to give us the information we need.
Yeah.
You're on turf that I'm not very familiar with, but you often hear when somebody, it could be an unknown person. Let's say, for example, the shooter in El Paso, Walmart. All of a sudden, people will start Googling his name. assumption is that it'll pop up right away. It's all over the place, and so forth and so on. I thought, like, is it possible that Gabbard, that was a glitch, or are you saying that they can intentionally choose who they allow to show up on Google, even when I type it in, and even though I want to see Gabbard, I don't get it. I mean, I don't get your.
Right. Well, what I would say used to happen on the internet was, the first thing that popped up would be the thing that's trending, the thing that's got the most hits higher. But with an entity like Google, they can kind of control the avenues towards something, away from something. That may or may not be the case, especially when you consider that recently they got rid of net neutrality, right? So it was net neutral, then the thing that was most applicable to what you typed in would pop up. That can be for pay now. For example, your local neighborhood plumber might be the person you want to contact to type plumbers in. His name doesn't pop up. He's a mom and pop operation guy. Whatever corporate entity that runs a plumbing service or a large network or syndicate pops up because they're paying for access. So if you can give folks access based upon pay, you can also shut it down based on pay as well.
Okay.
Yeah, and that speaks to something about how, like, the average person, because I know I'm guilty of this, if I'm doing a search using Google or any other search engine for that matter, I don't go beyond the first couple search results. Like at the bottom of the page, you get how many results, like 100, 1,000. I don't usually go beyond that first page.
This is part of the technology piece that is warranting a certain discussion level. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking now about when you mentioned the vetting, and that was the topic that inspired you. I went to a place which was a different form of vetting. And I guess, Mark, what you were maybe alluding to was the skeletons in people's closet. So that should I be the person who exposes that somebody was accused of sexual assault 20 years ago, so that it gets out there in the social media during the primaries? And
it's that, and the fact that what we noticed, we saw this past debate with Gabbard challenging this time Kamala Harris about her being responsible for incarcerating a certain number of people for marijuana laws, and been kind of bragging about it, laughing about it, even laughing about her own marijuana use at the same time. That's something that for some reason, oddly enough, Harris was not expecting, and she should expect that. She should be properly, trained. But the point is, no one's talking about that pre or post debate. Pundits aren't talking about not just that, but anything about their records necessarily. They're all talking about whether or not this candidate is electable or not, and whether or not this candidate has a record of X, Y, or Z. What's important, in my opinion, is the record of the person running for office, not what they're going to say in front of the camera, because it's all lip service.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm in a position where I don't think what you mentioned as a potential topic as part of this is you vote your conscience, or you vote I'm already thinking to myself, if Jill Stein runs again, anybody who votes for her, okay, it's tantamount to voting for Donald Trump. Pretty much essentially, your vote will perhaps be the vote that puts him in office. There's no reason that these people who run, they're their own personal, what do they call those? There's a term for
it. Vanity campaign.
Yeah, vanity candidates. These vanity candidates, as far as I'm concerned, aren't worth anybody's vote, especially now. So for me, it's like, if I get the most moderate Democrat, and it's down to that person, or Donald Trump, or I look to a third party, ain't looking at no third party.
So let's say this though. Let me tell you, you live in an area that is blue. deeply blue. And some might say I do too.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing that, is it a wasted vote to go third party if you know that your state is going to go in the direction that you want to go anyway?
Oh no, I'm not talking about the primary vote. I'm talking about the main election.
I'm talking about that too. Listen, the state of Massachusetts, I'm telling you, exposed it where I am, went for Clinton in 2016.
Yeah.
I think everybody who was here knew that was going to happen, right? So if a few people here and there vote for third-party candidates, I don't think it matters. Where it matters is those swing states.
Yeah.
And if you vote for a third-party candidate in a blue state, if you're, not vote for a Democratic candidate, if you're a Democrat, does that then send a message to the Democratic Party that you're not talking about what to talk about?
I was there the same time you voted. I voted for Bernie, and I knew I could vote for Bernie because that's who I wanted over Hillary. But when it came to the general election, I didn't write in Bernie. I didn't do any such thing or go to a third party. I voted for Hillary because I didn't want Trump. I thought that was the best way to stop Trump.
Yeah.
So I did the same thing you did in the primary, but in the general election, I did vote for Jill Stein. There's no way in hell Trump's going to win Massachusetts. So I voted for that. If I thought for some strange reason he had a chance in Massachusetts, I would have voted for Clinton. As a matter of fact, this is the very first time I voted in Massachusetts. I used to vote absentee in my former state, which is a swing state. And I'm sure they wish they had me, last election, but because they went for Trump, my former state did. But I knew this was a blue state, and I knew it was going to go for Clinton, so let me go ahead and make my little protest vote, if you will, and vote for Stein to send a message to the Democratic Party. But they're not talking about things I want to not talking about things I want them to talk about, not focusing on things I want them to focus on.
Yeah, this is we're gonna have to do this again because especially as we get closer and closer and we get more information. I know we're at past the 15-minute mark. No, I mean that's the one thing about conversations like this is we can do more, we can have more, and I think for the sake of us getting started, now that we've got the technological part, at least the very beginnings of it, I won't say mastered because we're still gonna do some different things, but I think that this was a success. So say the group.
You hear? Yes. Yep. Great start.
All right, gentlemen. Well, I want to let you guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Nat, you can close us out if you wish.
Well, again, this topic will be revisited. I mean, we've got more than a year before the general election. And I'm sure we'll see these candidates, some drop out sooner rather than later. I'm sure you'll see people disappear probably even next week because they got to raise money and all of them will be able to tap into to funds to get to the next step. So for until next time, signing off on the show that's to be named later.
All right, guys. See you later, gentlemen.
See you later, guys.
All right.